Who am I talking to?
Ryan Zuckerman.
But I'm Ryan Zuckerman.
Yeah, so am I.
I really need health insurance.
What's health insurance? Whoa! Ouch, that hurt. Why'd you drop me?
I came up with the idea while I was packing because I'm getting ready to go move to New York. And all of a sudden in my head I thought, it would be cool to have, like, what if I had an opportunity to talk to myself when, just when I was younger, and seeing what conversations I would be having, like, between myself and them. What questions would they be asking me? What would I be asking of them to remember what I've done in the past? Some of those things were popping in my head, and I'm like, you know what? I should write this down. And in 3 hours, wrote down the whole thing. The whole script was finished. I had my mom and my grandma read it, and they were crying. So after that, I was like, I think I should film this. And I'm planning to leave like in a month, and I want to film. I got probably the best supportive friends and crew to do this, and it was put together really quick. And a lot of it was by accident. Some of them just called me, and I was like, by the way, do you want to do a movie? And a lot of them were like, yes, of course. And some of them were like, yeah, I'll do it. I got Ashley Thompson, who helped out as my awesome assistant director. She helped me with getting the shots and everything ready. I had some directing decisions to make, but then she helped me move things along and get the perspective and the story going.
I think the thing I enjoyed the most was learning how to direct, because I had never really gotten to direct anything before, and I really, really enjoyed myself kind of helping everything fit together, especially since I'm usually not really good at puzzles. So it was like a whole new kind of puzzle. It's like a 3D puzzle.
Jeffrey Leon, he helped me with my second film, Daytona, and he was a zombie. And this time I was asking him, could you please help me continue with doing some of the camera work? So he was very handy with doing camera work, and especially with keeping us on track with time. Everyone can get out of the way.
Behind the scenes, this is what Scotty's doing to his phone.
Yep. My phone. I gotta be creative. We don't have a budget.
It was sometimes bad because it was cold on most of the times when we did the films. It was really cold, but I still had fun. Seeing the creative juices on what we have to do and what scenes, what steps to do what scene and how to make it look good. Like we said a lot in before the money shot.
Hector Vidal was another person that Jeffrey and I were thinking about, like, who else can we ask? And we were like, wait, what about Hector? Hector jumped in, helped us, especially for the bedroom scene that involved a lot of different shots. So he was very helpful with that scene, and that day that we really needed that bedroom scene to be finished. Nice. So I'm very thankful for that.
This all takes a lot of effort, including especially the lighting. Oh my gosh, the lighting. Because the shots that we had to do during the day would absolutely have to be done during the morning, because that's when we have the most sun, we have the most chance to have good lighting. But when the day would move on, and as we fixed our shots, we fixed our positions throughout the set.
David Spellman, he had worked with his brother Robert Spellman in a film, and I remember them having a conversation while I was with Chicago doing a Juilliard audition, and he was mentioning that he helped do music for his brother's film. And that's when I was like, I remembered that because I was trying to think of someone to do music. And I was like, why don't I just ask him? I'll ask him if he can do it. And he jumped on board.
We're doing stuff like music for movies to work with the director and kind of see, hey, what does the director want? When we first met and talked, I think I said, this is a directed composition. All right, we just work together and figure everything else out, so seems to work.
My friend Alex came to me during, because I was in need of someone to do sound. because the beach scene involved a lot of voiceover, because definitely the wind was blowing that day and all those days, and there was no way they were going to be able to redo that without that. So he jumped on board. I was telling him I need help with sound, and he said yes, and we got to do 10 hours of voiceover work for 10 minutes of the movie. It was crazy. We were in here trying to do it, and we got to accomplish it, and the beach scenes came out perfect, and I'm very thankful that he was able to keep an ear on that, and also give me direction, because he was able to say, okay, try this emotion. And even though I'm the director, he was able to just pull out a few other things as an actor. He's like, try this, and it just fit well, and it made the scene radiate even more with the sound. I'm lucky to have gotten a really great cast, which is only 2 other people other than myself. So I got my mom to play my mom, so that was a given.
You'll do fine. I know you'll do fine. We all have faith in you. Being at the beach, I think, it was pretty cold, I might say, and holding the camera was like something unexpected. It got cold, and I was actually kind of shaking along with the camera somewhere in there.
To find younger Ryan was a challenge. When I wrote the part, I was thinking it cannot be my voice to do that. I needed somebody younger. And I was breaking my head as to who it was and who I could pick. People at church, I was like, nah, I don't know who. I don't think anyone would fit. And I was thinking, okay, I have worked with younger kids in some places, so probably New Smyrna Beach Middle. And then my head, I remembered this one kid named Christian, who had a great audition, and he was very animated, and he had this younger voice, and I thought, okay, let me ask him, because he would most likely have that energy and that character to do it. And man, I am so lucky to have had him, because he was able to pull that off so well, and he was hilarious. And so he gives more of a spunk to my character of younger Ryan.
I'm still here.
Oh my gosh, go away!
Why?
Because I'm talking to a picture frame.
No, I'm talking to you.
So I'm talking to myself?
Yeah, I guess so. Well, so he's just a 6-year-old boy who's standing inside of a picture frame, and he just really wants to know about Ryan's life as an adult. You know, now that he's had several years elementary school, 3 years in middle school, and 4 years in high school. He's just a little curious.
Probably watching the dolphins swim by on the beach. That was pretty awesome. That and watching Scott get in the water. That was like the best, because he was a popsicle.
I heard from some of our production crew that Scott enjoyed his swim very much with the bipolar Florida weather.
Nothing can highlight my experience except that one where I had to go into the freezing water. Unfortunately, that scene is not even in the movie. I want to kind of kill myself, because I'm like, why did I even do it? But it was good. It was good for me to understand what my character was going through. My wonderful assistant director said, dive in! And I'm like, okay! And I did it. And I felt like my body went numb. Now I know how it feels a little bit, falling into freezing water.
Seeing the picture of Scotty when he was little, and his, like we said, soulless eyes and dry lips.
Actually, the one that stands out is when we would just wing the composition and then it would just line up perfectly. I was like, wow, first recording and it worked. That doesn't happen. So, and the fact that happened multiple times with this was pretty cool.
I did remember during the breaks I would take naps, so that was probably my favorite memory. Of taking a nap in Scott's bed while we were taking our, I believe it was like a half-hour break.
There's a monologue that I do in the film, and I wrote that with intentions of one of my dear friend John Gleason, who passed away. Doing that scene, it was emotional. I had to do it several times and get into the mindset. It was really hard at times to get into that moment in my life where it hit me. But I was very thankful I got to do that because the movie is almost like therapy. It helped me with that, and that's why I'm dedicating the film to him, because he helped me as an actor. If I had the chance to talk to my 6-year-old self, I would tell them everything I said about the movie. No, I'm kidding. No. Honestly, I would tell them, just do what you're doing. Have fun with life. You're doing good. Just keep it up.
Yeah, be positive and try to do your best.
And if you can, work out a little more. Don't be chubby.
Stay in school. Stay in school, stay focused on your education. It is the most important thing you will ever have in your life.
Patience is a good thing. And listen to my parents more because they know what they're talking about.
That's all I gotta say. Just keep moving forward and try to make friends. Try to don't hide what you really feel on the inside. Show it on the outside. Because how do you expect people to know how you're feeling? You hide it all the time.
Right now, I would say, right now I don't know what would I say to myself, but I just keep myself how it is.
What would you ask or say if you had the chance to talk to your older self?
I would probably just ask what they just the certain things that they would be able to do now that they're an adult. They don't really have that many regulations or protections anymore, and all that other good stuff. I love Batman, especially the part when he rescues Vicky Vale from the Joker and he drives the Batmobile.
Oh man, I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Really? I've seen it like a billion times. I loved it so much. Do you remember when we dressed up like Batman and I jumped from the couch and landed on my face? It really hurt.
I remember how mad Mom was. She said if she ever caught us jumping from the couch again, she would never let us watch it.
Yeah. And then we jumped from the stairs.
Oh, yeah. I just want to say that I'm very thankful to have done this before I head to New York, because this has been something really special. I think this is one of the most personal films I've ever made, and I just hope that this touches people in a way. There'll be something that they'll at least think about and really reflect on the good things that they've been able to do in life and what they can change for the best. So, hope you come and see Talking to Myself.